Hey, this is Lauren from Truer Words by Lauren, copywriter for coaches, and I wanted to do a very quick video for you today on this email that I just got. And such a wonderful example of what email marketing can and should be. This is for a product-based business, which is not my jam. I do service-based, but you can learn a lot, even for your service-based business, from how this email works. And it's from a company. I don't know the owner. I haven't worked for them. I have no association other than I just bought one of their very expensive teas. And if you follow me, you know me. I love my tea. I am willing to shell out the cash if the tea is amazing. And this tea, I just had a mug. I just finished it. And it was good. It was really tasty. The packaging was outstanding, but this email is what really blew me away. So I'm going to share my screen and show you what constitutes a super awesome, engaging email. I can't wait to open the next one. And this is how to get your open rates up, guys. You know, this is how to get people opening your emails, clicking your stuff, make every single email just the biggest treat. If you're not doing that, if you're trying to sell in your emails, it's not the way to do it. This is the way to do it. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to go to this email. And so the first thing I saw is this title, the subject line. And I kind of love that this indicates the value that I'm going to find in this email. It's like, so you're feeling something, don't know what, they fill in the blank. Here's the tea for you. So it's setting up this expectation that the solution to this thing that you are feeling, that you get to fill in the blank, it's in this email. I'm intrigued. I'm going to open it. So the first thing I see, this is beautiful. I mean, look how lovely this image is. That's really nice. If you don't have fancy images, that's okay, because that's not what is the actual selling point for this email. And I tend to be low tech. On MailChimp, I have like the same header image every single time. I don't even know how to change it. It's fine. Will not mess up your open rates. So this is what's cool that's going on with the copy in the email. It is benefits driven. So just like any headline in your copy on your website, same rules apply for your email. Need a boost? Drink this. It's like, well, gosh, I'm sitting here. It is 11:24. It's right before lunchtime. I do need a boost. I'm a little tired. Tell me, give me the answers. So I like this, this intro right here. It starts with I. So I don't know this woman. I don't know. I do know that it is a woman who owns this company, and that's all I know. I don't know her name, don't know anything about her. But this intro is very personal. She's telling you a little bit about the things that she has experienced, the thing that she knows. And this is what I encourage all of my content clients. The clients come to me for content coaching. I don't write content anymore, but I coach you how to do it. And when my clients come to me and they're writing their newsletter, they're writing their emails, I'm like, okay, first paragraph, make it personal. Make it a personal story about this thing that just happened to you that sparked this line of thought. So for her, the thing that just happened, I received so many messages about the impact tea has on your health. Right. So, you know, she's already giving, like, I was just in my inbox. I was reading these messages. People are like, I feel more energized when I drink this, or I have to go to the bathroom really bad after I drink that. Hello, pooer, shout out. You know, whatever it is that's impacting their health. Her inbox is full of this. I know this now. I know a little bit about her. That's cool. And then she actually does this really interesting copy technique where I would actually spend a little bit more time on the personal story. I like having a good fat paragraph of your personal story. If you read my newsletter, I give you a good fat paragraph of what's been going on in my life. I think it's super engaging. But she actually goes straight into, let's talk about you. Let's talk about you. So if you're finding it difficult, I'm reading from the email again, if you're finding it difficult to achieve your optimal inner wellness, aren't we all? You're not alone. The weight of the world is heavy and it has an influence on our spirit and our being. We are constantly overstimulated. I love this. I love this because right now, you know, right now, as we enter into this new unknown territory with COVID, with the Delta variant, yes, with social issues that are constantly popping to the surface and reminding us, hey, we're still here, we're still problems. Hi. For those of us who are privileged enough to need the reminder, she's acknowledging the weight of the world is heavy. Yes, it is. And it does influence our ability to function throughout the day. And if, you know, we're getting all of this information, we're getting all of these news bites, we're getting all of this kind of stressful, heavy stuff thrown at us all the time. And she's acknowledging that. She's acknowledging that pain point. Such a cool copy technique. If this was a sales page, it would be working, but this is an email. So I just, as I'm reading through this, it's just good copy. She's really building the empathy with where you're at. So even if you're not working 60 hours per week, you no doubt feel stressed, of course, because we've got stuff going on. You're figuring out your new flow. You're managing your anxiety and your sweetie's anxiety and even your children's anxiety. Where is the camera that she's got hidden in my house? My house, your house, like, is she watching us now? Because that is exactly it. She's super dialed in to what her people are going through. And I bet you could copy and paste, like you shouldn't, because that's not ethical, but you could copy and paste this into your own email and it would resonate for your clients too, because this is where we all are. So I love this part because this speaks more to her specific niche of people who love kind of, witchy things, herbalism things. It's very much her brand. You're balancing your connection with nature and your dedication to supporting your livelihood. Yes. Oh my gosh. I keep trying to get out for snorkeling, for hiking, for, get me outside, even though it's 100 degrees out. And I can't let my business fall apart. And both of those things are always vying for my time and attention. She's totally on top of it. And I love this because I literally just did this today. Don't feel guilty saying no when your girlfriends invite you to another 6-hour-long Saturday night Zoom call, right? Have you had this experience? I've got a little Zoom burnout at this point, a lot. I just love that, these little details that are so specific to her audience's experience in the world. This is how you build empathy. This is how you catch a reader and keep them reading, which for your email engagement metrics and your website engagement metrics, this is what you want to do in your blog posts, on your copy, in your emails. So, and this is really the value proposition. It's like, hey, the world is chaotic. You're dealing with anxiety. You've got a lot on your plate. But this thing that I'm offering, like, this is a chance for you to take time for yourself in stillness with a cup of tea. Your life might be falling apart. The world might be falling apart, but you can have tea, right? That's kind of the implicit message. And I'm sure, if you're watching this, you're probably a coach and you have something like this in your services where it's like, hey, all of this other stuff might be happening, but this service can help bring you back to center, to yourself, to getting in tune with your needs, getting in tune with who you are, just grounding you, giving you some space. These are your value propositions, and you can position them just like she does here, and it works. It's super cool. And just to add that extra om to the quiet space, you create for yourself, select a box of tea that brings joy, comfort, and a bit of mysticism to that moment. I am so sold. And I will tell you that these teas are like some of the most expensive teas that I have ever seen. And it is mostly because the packaging is crazy. I actually have one of these sitting on, it was my birthday present to myself. I have this sitting on my counter in the kitchen, and it's this gorgeous apothecary jar. And it's like this big. And But what is cool about this, like, never mind the packaging, that's just a little extra special sauce. This part is what I want you to look at, because this is the benefits driven copy for why you want this tea, not just because it's a pretty package, but because you want your ideal outcome is increased energy. So when I talk about ideal outcomes, I'm always telling my students, I'm always telling people, your ideal outcome, the ideal outcome that your clients have, that you think they have, it's always one step further than you think it is. So you think their ideal outcome might be more energy. You know, they want more energy. Well, why do you want more energy? What does more energy allow you to do? That is the actual ideal outcome. So more energy might lead to not being so exhausted at the end of the day that you don't have it in you to cook dinner or spend quality time with your husband. Like, that's, for me, that's what I want my energy for. I want energy for fun things after my workday ends. So I think she could actually, if this were sales page copy, I might take it that one step further. But for right here, for right now, it's actually okay to just leave it teas for increased energy. Yes, I want increased energy. I know why. So if you were going to do a long form sales page, I'd really spell it out, what that increased energy can allow you to do, speak to that ultimate ideal outcome. But this is actually really cool for an email. Teas for improved focus. Like, notice this is not just a list of all the teas she has on offer. She doesn't even tell you what it tastes like. Like, that's the crazy thing. She does not even tell you what these teas, like Lotus Mind, the crown chakra, what does that taste like? No idea. That's not what she's selling. She's selling more energy. Cool. This is interesting. So teas for improved focus, teas for immunity. I honestly love any tea that has Tulsi. Holy basil is the other term for Tulsi. I love anything with that in it. Just relaxes me. It's cool. Teas for sleep support. She's got a child's pose, so cute. Teas for beauty. Teas for mood balance. Sign me up for that. I'm going to check that out later. Teas for weight release. I mean, she's really got everything you could possibly want for your life goals, and she has a product to support it. That's brilliant. It's not just brilliant marketing, it's a brilliant business plan. When you're thinking of what offers to create, what do your people want to have more of in their lives? Start playing with that. Think outside of the box. Think outside of the tea box. Maybe do a little apothecary jar. I'm just kidding. Okay, so she invites you for her subscription. That's cool. She invites you to discover things. She's got a cool logo, made with love. I love this. This is sort of a very product-y values statement, but it is a value statement because she's saying we're organic, we're vegan, we're fair trade. Fair trade is a value statement, but in the world of product, harvested from biodynamics farms, infused with love. Our packaging materials are 100% recyclable. It's like, these are our values. Look at how we're living them. I haven't even thought about putting something like that at the bottom of my emails. And I think going forward, I will. That is really a cool feature. So what I want you to take away from this is a little structure for when you are writing emails. You want to start with a very strong subject line that is benefits driven. Gives them a little indication of what the value is that they're going to get in the email. And then in the email, you're going to give them some value. Start with empathy. Always start with like your personal story, bridge it into some empathy for what your clients are going through right now, and then give them some solution options. And this isn't what I do in my newsletter, but if I was selling something in an email, which I do rarely, very rarely, because I want to train my people to open my emails and expect nothing but value. And then, at some point, the value is going to be, oh yeah, I'm offering this really cool thing. But for the most part, I'm training people to open my emails by making every single email amazing. And then you can do things like, hey, do you want this? I've got this thing that I'm offering. Do you want that? I've got that thing that I'm offering. Very effective. And it's not salesy. It's like, I got this cool stuff. I know where you're at. This might help you. It's not pushy. It's very, very nicely done. Anyways, I just, before I lose my voice, because I've been teaching all morning, I wanted to share this with you. It's a very cool email from a very cool company. And yeah, check out Magic Hour. They're located in Ojai, which is just a hop, skip, and a jump north for me. And yeah, that's what I got for you today, folks, is a little tip on how to make an extraordinarily beautiful and very openable email. All right, I'll catch you later.